Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Mistina and you are watching Squaziland, the occasional dose of my reviews, reactions and opinions. And today I'm going to react to the latest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1085. Haven't seen any spoilers, haven't heard anything. Possibly we are going to continue on our journey. We'll see. I think that we should just really dive into it, right? I haven't seen anything, so hopefully this time everything will load. No break next week. It's the best news, as always. So, hopefully the chapter will load itself. Brilliant. And let's dive into it. One Piece chapter 1085, The Death of Nefertari Cobra. Okay, we are going to see it. Maybe some lore, maybe more lore. Hopefully. Okay. Sorry about that. So there is a departure sign and Frankie is crying and okay. Cover request by MT or Mount Apple. Frankie encouraging hatchling turtles on their way to the sea. That's actually very adorable. Okay. So no one is ever supposed to sit there. So Cobra is shocked that someone dares to sit on the throne. It seems like that every king and queen, was given the information. No one can sit there. That's the symbol. And it seems like that Cobra yet again has to witness that some things aren't just true. No individual should have the power to control the world because the one who sits there controls the world. Moo. Okay, there is something about that. Imu uses mu to refer to themselves in third person. Typically means void, but it can also be reading for dream. Okay, that's interesting. So, Mu shall address two of the points being discussed, and Do must answer a single question in return, Cobra. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I love it. Who are you? I'm sorry, Cobra, that's the third question. You are out of the game. Bye. Cough, cough. I have heard the name Emu before. It could be a coincidence, but one of the first 20 was also called that. You must be joking. Such curiosity titters on impertinence. It will not be dignified. It will not be dignified with an answer. So, it's true. So, it was actually one of the 19 remaining fellows there, Emu. And it seems like a lady, but I'm not sure. However, those initial queries shall be addressed. D is the moniker of our ancient enemy. In recent times, it has cropped up more frequently. However, it is nothing but a faint echo. Those who carry the name do not even know of its true meaning now. And yet, this irritation only endures due to Queen Lili's grave blunder 800 years ago. Okay, a blunder, interesting. And also it's like it's the moniker of our ancient enemy. Interesting. The same can be said of those irksome scholars investigating the so-called Void Century. You know, Void Century, Mu Century. Without that blunder, there would be no pirates chasing the poneglyphs in pursuit of treasure either. If it were not for Lili's incompetence, those waxing relics would never have been scattered all over the world. Okay, so it seems like Lili has done something and it shouldn't have been done. Okay. The release of the poneglyphs was the worst possible outcome for us. So one must wonder whether it was truly a mistake or if it was actually a part of a larger plan. Oh, okay, I see. Interesting. And everyone is taking out their guns. Cobra is like, what? The truth undoubtedly lies in the letter Lili left. So, pray tell, was it a deliberate choice to only refer to her as Queen Lili of House Nefertari? Go ahead and divulge the full name on her letter as written. They've got me. I suppose there really is no chance I'm leaving this room alive. Okay, Cobra knows. I take it that there is no fib I could tell that would satisfy you enough to let me go. And they're like, your fate was decided the moment you saw the great emu. And he's like, not surprising, they can't let anyone know the world's greatest taboo has been broken. Taboo? Is that a taboo? Okay. And Sabo is there too. Okay. The atmosphere feels a little sinister. What's going on? The truth is, the letter from Arabasta's rulers 8 centuries ago was signed by Queen Nefertari, the Lili. The. Okay, and Cobra was shot. Fire Fist. Okay, and he came in. A moving chess and shogi where the king is played by the knight while surrounded by its own pieces. Smothered mate. Okay, so he's playing chess. Where did this one come from? Okay. Emu is really out of it. I have to read this chapter right away. I was hoping I would be able to take you all out in one move. Oh, and there are some creatures there. After all, there was no way I could have known that hell was located here at the very top of the world. Okay, transporter's name. Zip. Cough. You're Luffy-kun's brother, aren't you? Ooh, you are with the Revolutionary Army, and you still stepped in to save me? Our cause is more concerned with the monsters that sit above the kings and queens of this world. Do you know Luffy somehow? He's like, he once stepped in to save me too. Haha, that sounds just like him. Okay, and there are those monsters. Huh. Leave me, I'm dead weight. You have a better chance escaping on your own. It's not going to happen, sorry. There is something I have come to understand. Okay, spit it out. And if you die here, we'll be in trouble. Because I need you to deliver a message to Luffy-kun and Vivi. You want me to tell them something? Tell them we share the moniker D. I finally know the path Alabasta must follow. Okay, so you both have D in your names. Is that just a coincidence or something? Oh, it's a nice flashback. Okay, back when Sabo was cute. Or I guess. Who cares? A name is a name. Do you want a D in your name too, Sabo? What? You can be sad, B.O. Why did you put it there? They are laughing. Okay. Ooh, these creatures are attacking them. Ooh, Sabo is taking out King Cobra. Cough. The poneglyphs must be okay, and it's must be protected, I guess. Fly the flag that heralds the world's eventual dawn. Nefertari D. Lili. What? I guess that the part of the text said that it must be protected. The poneglyphs must be protected. Fly the flag that heralds the world's eventual dawn. Nefertari D. Lili. I'm counting on you, Sabo-kun. King Cobra, you must live on. Okay, and who's there? Okay, this is a surprise. Bappo is like, he's dead. Cobra and the senile has gone and got himself killed. I never liked him, but how can I celebrate after witnessing something so terrifying? I have stumbled upon the biggest skeleton in the government's closet. It's your bad luck. I don't even want to know who that was. They will end me. Ooh. Okay, I can see now. I never liked him. Oh my god, and he saw those monsters. Are they the knights? We'll see. The Grand Round Table at the Council Chamber. It seems that King Cobra and King Wapol are not yet present. We just received the word that the two of them will not be attending and that we are to proceed without them. So they know about Wapol. Perhaps King Cobra's impassioned speech trained him. Maybe he considers his job done now that the dissolution of the warlords has been approved. Well, it's not a bad guess. Let us move to the remaining matters on the agenda. And the kings are thinking. Now then, concerning the coalition of the 4 northern nations calling for independence, blah blah blah. Shirahoshi, the conference is almost over. Let's go and wait at the Red Port. We won't have to deal with the celestial dances there. You okay? And Vivi's like, I was hoping to say goodbye to Princess Vivi-sama. I wonder where she went. And she's like captured. What's the big idea? Whose orders are you following? I'll tell the whole world about this. She's a guest room in Pangaea Castle. Oh my god, and CP, the late CP9, I almost said 0, captured in. There is Jabra, there's Blue Eno, there's Khalifa. And they're like, hey, easy there, you are being too forward. Gotta play your cards closer to your vest if you want a shot at being free, you know? You are one feisty chick. Cypherpole Aegis 0 Jabra. And then we have Cypherpole Aegis 0 Khalifa. I'm afraid no one's going to help you, princess. Once your disappearance is made known, you'll probably live the rest of your life like a pet. They want to make something out of herself. Is Shirahoshi alright? Seriously? Now's not the time to be worried about others, little miss. We received the word that more trouble broke out around her earlier, but she apparently came out of the ordeal unscathed, and she is very relieved, thank goodness. And Jabra is like, the punks who ended up assaulting the Celestial Dragon was trying to kidnap the mermaid princess, boldly proclaimed their victory, giving their names and everything. Oh my god, we are the members of the Straw Hat Fleet. Yeah, we sort of figured this out, that this would happen. Oh my god, so much happening in this chapter. Wow. The guests in the courtyard were stunned. Meanwhile, at the home of the gods, Fujitora's actions helped the revolutionary army free the slaves. And that obviously pissed Ryuguku off, so they went at it. What's the deal with this year's rivalry? Yeah, well, and she's thinking about that like a pet. Give me a break. Looks like I'm going to have to do something about this. And Vivi is thinking of escaping, and she sees someone screaming. Vapo's coming. Spare me, I didn't see a thing. Okay. And Vapo, out of the way. And she's like, this is my chance. Move already. You'll never take me alive. Okay, and she must have, grabbed on him. Chapapa. What was that? Okay. I think it was King Vapo. Hey, wait a sec. Vivi's gone. Idiots. They are the worst members, and they are now in Aegis 0. Oh, darling, I have been looking for you. Where the devil have you been? And who's that young lady with you? And he's like, hey, Vapo, how much further are we going to go? Vivi is asking the important questions. As far as it takes. I'll run to the ends of the world if I have to. Sounds good to me. Let's go. And don't tell me you are running away with his mistress. Eloping to start life on the run. Well, obviously they ended up with Morgans. So wait a minute. This flashback, it seems like that this flashback will have to be closed off next week, right? So we will still stay with Sabo. Sorry, I'm just one of the best chapters yet again. I mean, this year has many good chapters, but this was excellent. This was brilliant. Now we know what Cobra asked, and now we know how that he had to die. Now we know that Emu is considering him, her, they, them, whatever self. So Emu is dream or void. It depends on the translation. And it seems like that so the Nefertari clan is actually a D clan, and they survived. And obviously a D would never think that no one is going to sit on the throne, and I think that when they actually started out, oh my god, this is going to be such a great flashback when we are going to see the Void Sanctuary, but there are so many things about this. I don't know where to start or finish it even. Okay, so one of the first 20 was called Imu too. Okay, the other one was Nefertari. Was the Nefertari clan, obviously the Don Quixote clan. So we are getting to know them step by step. The D is the moniker of our ancient enemy. Okay, I mean, it sounds really good. The name of our ancient enemy. Okay, why not? Okay. And okay, so they had to kill, obviously they have to kill Lili because she let the poneglyphs loose. And she let the poneglyphs be created. Obviously she was a D, so I think that Imu is right about that. It was part of a larger plan. They knew that they would sort of end up losing. And they knew that it will take some time to actually win a war against Imu and co. So I guess that it would make sense. And it would also make sense that maybe when the 20 came together, you know, almost all of them stayed there and only Nefertari said that, you know what, I'm going to stay behind. And maybe the reason is that by that time Imu was already immortal, and they knew that, you know what, we are going to pretend that no one among us is going to be a ruler, but actually Imu is going to be the ruler. And everyone agreed, everyone put down their sword in order to praise Imu. But then why 19 souls, right? Or maybe Imu was like putting down her or his or whatever sword too. There are so many things, wow. Okay, so yeah, Cobra knew that he was going to die. I mean, we kind of knew that, right? So there is no surprise there. And Lili's letter was really to protect, well, most of the letter contained to protect the poneglyphs. Lili knew that the poneglyphs were very important, and the letter D was very important. Okay. La, 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 la. Okay. So the truth in her death, so why she disappeared, why she was killed. She was obviously killed because her name contained a D. But isn't that weird that the 20 Kings, did she hide her real name before the, you know, the rulers when they came together? That's an interesting train of thought too, right? I'm really intrigued by this chapter. It's one of the best chapters of this year. Not surprisingly, can't let anyone know, okay? D. Lili, okay, where did this come from? Okay, Sabo is coming in, and Vapo was there too, and these monsters seem to be big deals. We'll see. Fly the flag that heralds the world's eventual dawn. And she was talking about, Lili was talking about the dawn too. Nefertari D. Lili. But why D? Why didn't she use her real name? That's my question. So I know that, or was it? Or did she consider it taboo as well, even back then? I mean, you know, we have some issues about D. Some people say that the D is actually meaning the dawn or the dream, but D, the name of the enemy, D. Okay, and okay, Vapor is actually witnessing. I really love that. Okay, and he's escaping. So it seems like that was the end of it. It was nice to see Khalifa and Jabra, but they are really useless. So I'm not sure why they were ever chosen to be Cyberport agents. I mean, the ones we have seen in Wano, they were great, and they are just, you know. Maybe on the Holy Land of Marjoa they don't have much to do, so they need not so good people there as well, even in CP0. And I really like that, you know, Vivi was thinking like, how can I escape? What can I do? So she's thinking like a pirate princess. She's bold and brave. And she's a D too. She has the D. Okay. It's a brilliant chapter. Thank you very much for joining me. Last week I had a nice video about Glass Mouse the manga. If you're interested in that, make sure to go there as well. If you like this reaction video, do give me a like, and if you liked it altogether, then you can subscribe too, if that's possible. And thank you so much for the comments and likes and all the views. It really means a lot to me. And you know, if I'm going to choose a topic, I know the glass mask isn't or might not be the one people are looking for, but as I mentioned before, I want to talk about topics I'm really into or interested in, because I can't talk about things I don't really know much about, right? But I can talk for hours about One Piece, so maybe I'll do a saga reactions, or not just reactions, or rather opinions about the One Piece sagas, if you are interested in that. So we can go back to Wano or the East Blue. We'll see. We'll see. However, until then, have a really nice week. See you next week. Bye bye.